Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is Stephanie with Fit Found Me here for another workout for you. Today we're going to do some overall body strength training that tones our muscles. Hopefully you've already done a warm-up. If you haven't, why don't you hit pause on this and go and do about 3 minutes of jogging in place or jumping jacks or something to get that heart elevated and blood pumping really good. So when we're going to start out, let's start out with step-ups. And equipment needed for this is you should have a couple of dumbbells or some kind of household weight to use in 2 hands preferably. If you have just something for one, that's fine too. I have 2 10-pound dumbbells here. The other equipment you need is a weight bench, a sofa, a chair, something that's very stable that we are going to use for tricep dips and step-ups. So make sure that whatever you're stepping on is secure and it's not going anywhere, and it can be any height that you need. If you need to start out with something small, you can. You can even have one of those, the platforms for step-ups. They work too. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do 10 step-ups, starting with the right leg. And when I get up here, I'm going to just kind of squeeze my glutes a little bit and then back down. All right, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's switch legs and do 5 on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. All right, now we're going to turn it around and do some tricep dips. So I want you to sit down. Get those hands just about shoulder width apart. Push out those legs. And what I want you to do is just bend those elbows back and out a little bit, and we're here for 10. Go all the way down as low as you can, and then up and squeeze at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. All right, now we're going to do some deadlifts. So I want you to grab those weights. Whatever weight is good, or if you don't have any weights, just starting out, you don't want to use weights, that's fine too. All right, so want our feet about shoulder width apart, and we're going to come down and straight back up. When we get to the top, we're going to squeeze those glutes and just slide those weights down to about shin level, and then back up for 2, 3, 4, 5, you feel it in your hamstrings and glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Keep those dumbbells here, and we're going to raise them up for shoulder presses. We want to keep our feet the same, about shoulder width, a little bend in our knees, and we're just going to take these weights straight up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Good job. You feel that? Those shoulder presses are going to really help you around the house. When you're reaching up to grab something, you want those shoulders and those arms nice and strong to prevent injury. All right, next up are squats. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I want you to put your weight, the majority of your weight, in your heels, and I want you to just kind of sit back. Keep your chest up, and then raise up, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, we're going down for push-ups. You can either do the standard push-ups or the modified on your knees. Hands under your shoulders. Let me scoot back a little bit, see if you see me a little bit better. All right, and we're down for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Now, one of my favorite exercises, Russian twist. And ladies, if you are out of breath or you need a break in between these exercises, just take a few seconds. It's not going to hurt anything. You know, you want to be somewhat out of breath. That's normal. Listen to me. But you want to be able to do it with keeping good form. That's very important to prevent injuries. So when you're ready, let's grab one of your weights or some dumbbells, whatever you're using, and want to get here with your knees bent, and you're slightly going to lean back. You're kind of on your tailbone, kind of a C shape, and hold this weight out here. And what I want you to do is kind of barely just tap it to the side of the floor. And every time we go to the right, we'll count that as 1, okay? So we'll start here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Now, if you can't do the whole thing by leaning back, just sit up for a second, take a breath, and then come back down and finish if you can. Do as many as you can. 10 would be ideal. If you can't do 10 right away, you can work up to that. All right, last exercise in this set is a plank hold. Now, you want to really hold those core muscles tight and make sure that your hip stays even. Your whole spine, you want your spine in neutral spine, your head in neutral. So hands under your shoulders, feet out, and we're here for 30 seconds. Just hanging out. Might start shaking, and that's good. Your muscles are working. All right, I believe that was 30 seconds. All right, awesome job. that is it for that round. So what I want you to do is repeat that 2 to 3 more times. And when you finish, I want you to make sure that you're doing a nice deep stretch to cool down. All right, so that's it for the exercise for today. I'm Stephanie with Fit Found Me, and I'll see you next time.